As we do not have the required configuration in the settings, so I'll show you how we can get the required configuration from IASC website. So to download the required configuration, we need to first log into IASC website, and the login credentials will be provided to all the participants during their participation in the campaign. So you need to put those login credentials and make sure that you do not share your credentials with any other member apart from those who are participating with you in your team. After logging in, you need to go to campaigns. In campaigns, you will find various campaigns. So as of now, let's say I am participating in DST Rajasthan asteroid search campaign. So I'll click on it. And in the DST Rajasthan campaign, let's say my team name is Indian Institute of Technology, Kharagpur. So I'll click on IIT Kharagpur, and over here you will find the complete data and the quick start guide and the configuration file as well. So this team's complete page you will find, you will land on the cloud-based system of this team. So in this page, these team members submit their report, and they manually download the data set from here. So all the teams will have same interface, and you need to download the data from the same page during your participation. Just the thing is, this quick start guide as well as the configuration file will be the same. Even the practice set will be the same for all the teams, but the data which will be assigned to you will be unique for all the teams. Now, as we were dealing with the configuration file, I'll click on the configuration file. It got downloaded. I'll extract this configuration file, and after it got extracted, I'll copy the location and we'll move back to Astrometrica. We'll go to settings, open. Now I'll paste the configuration file location, and over here we can see the PS1 configuration file. Over here ps1.cfg, save, OK. After this we can see that the astrometrica.cfg has been converted to ps1.cfg. So this is how we can change the configuration of astrometrica.cfg to ps1.cfg. Now another thing is, over the left bottom side we can see that this is the unregistered copy and only 100 days are left for the evaluation. So during the participation, all the participants will be provided with the unique license and key to access the Astrometrica software, and they need to go to help, registration. They have to put the license and the key, and after that they can able to successfully use the fully registered version of Astrometrica. As of now I am skipping this part. You can add the license and key when you will be provided during your participation through email. Now I am switching to the third step of Astrometrica tutorials, which is downloading the image set. So to download the image set, let us again move to the IASC web page. In the IASC web page, as I told you, my team name was IIT Kharagpur. In IIT Kharagpur, over here I'll see that various data is been assigned to me, and most of data is already been downloaded, and the report is also been submitted. We can see the tick marks. So this is just for our information. So let's say I have not downloaded this particular set. So I'll download this particular set. Generally, these image sets will have a very similar name with hardly change in the binary digits like 0, 1. So you make sure that you don't get confused while submitting the report. I'll show you tutorials that how generally participants get confused during the report submission. So over here we have our data. Again, we need to extract this data. It got extracted. Okay. Again, I am copying the location and let's move back to the Astrometrica. Now I suggest you to take a notepad and a pen so that you can copy down the steps along with me. You have also the location of the particular image set where it got downloaded, but I suggest you to create a dedicated folder so that you download all the image set in that folder and you don't miss out or you don't get confused during the report submission. Now to start analyzing the data set, go to File, go to Load Images, paste the location over here, open. This was our image set. Now you will find 4 fits file. I am maximizing it. You'll find 4 fits file. Fits is a format just like JPEG, PNG. Even fits is a format which is used for astronomical images. So we'll have 4 fits file. We need to select all the 4 fits file and we need to open it. As soon as we'll open it, we'll see all the 4 images having 25%, 25%, 25%, 25% in the title. So this 25% into 4 will merge up and form a 100% image. I'll show you how we'll get the 100% of image and how we can search for the moving objects. Now, as I move the cursor over these images, I see change in the values on the left bottom side. You see X, Y, I, RA and DE. So I'm going to tell you what all these means, and so X and Y are the coordinates. They are not the latitude, longitude, or they are not the coordinates of the sky, but they are the coordinates of the CCD camera. So this frame which we see, the square frame, this is a CCD camera. CCD is a charge coupled device which is used in the telescope, and which is also we use it in our handset, the mobile cameras. CCDs are generally capture images, so even CCDs are used in the telescope to picture the sky. So this CCD cameras have some value as in the Cartesian plane in both the direction X and Y, and the X and Y values which are varying on the left bottom, which we get to see here, is the varying value of the CCD camera and not the latitude, longitude or the RA deck of sky. Now I is the intensity. So if I move my cursor to some bright object, let's say as of now I have moved it to a very bright source, so I can see the I value is 1629. Right, now I am moving it to these gray lines, then I'll see that I value has dropped down to 160. Therefore this I value keep varying according to the sources on which we move our cursor to. The next is RA. RA is right ascension, which is one of the coordinate of sky, and DE is the declination, which is another coordinate of sky. It is similar to that of the latitude and longitude on the earth.